for waiting. Your call is important to us. The Frow Show will be starting shortly. Thank you for waiting. All of our actors are busy right now. While you are waiting, you might want to leave a comment in the comment box or begin a watch party. The Frow Show will begin shortly. You can donate at any time by visiting www.paypal.me/Frow Show Home Show. That's www.paypal.me/Frow Show Home Show.
The year is 50 BC. Gaul is entirely occupied by the Romans. Well, not entirely. One small village holds out against the invaders. Oh, hold on. Wrong village. Sorry. The Frow is a sleepy little village in the cradle of the Ashdown Forest. As the coronavirus outbreak continues unabated, people have been just getting on with life under lockdown, the same as everywhere else. Only with greater use of healing crystals, gong baths, badly knitted things, kale enemas, and bad language. This is the Frow Show Home Show.
Highbrow comedy focusing on boobies and boobs. You'll be angry and sad if there's a sketch about you. Come to the show, 10 quid on the door. We think you know where we get our material from. Our taking is not far wrong. Overdose on too much spiritual guts. No more workshops as we've had quite enough. Whoa, whoa, it's the Frow Show. Here we go again. Ha ha, jokes are always on you. Yes, the Frow Show. No one's safe in here. Ha ha, how we love to piss you off.
Aha, right, aha, morning, everybody, hello, what time is it? Certainly later than Hesperides, you know, the nymphs of the evening, golden light of sunset, so certainly gone past that. Evening, yes, that's what it is, evening, hello there, I'm Bojo, here in the village, just to visit some of my children at the local school. Not all of them, some of them, well, a couple, I don't know how many, they're at Ashdown House, yes, that's it, right. Anyway, I'm here in the Frow, found myself a nice little modest B&B to stay at, so I thought I'd present this silly show, right, good, and we'll have a test, yes, that's what we're going to do, have a test for you. You thought you got away without doing any exams, didn't you, young chaps, but I'll be testing you roister-doisters throughout the show like a bit of a quiz, that's it. I rather like Virgil, quiz, like that nice J chap, yes, a bit of a peasant, tiny house, lovely quiz. Yes, so that's what we'll do. First question, here we go, right, first question for you all, here we go. You are Prime Minister. I wish you were, but nonetheless, here I am. You have a cabinet Cobra meeting scheduled, but you're feeling a little bit squiffy. What excuse do you give for not showing up? Come on then. What excuses? Answers on the Facebook doodah thingy there. Excuses for not showing up at the Cobra. And while we're at to tell us where you're watching the show from tonight. Right, God, look at my hair. Looks like Donald Trump had it off with a woolly mammoth, doesn't it? But quite plausible, that. Now, I get confused at times like this. Confused. I turn myself inside and upside down, inside out, like a game of whiff-waff. That is the Prime Minister's questions. Yes, whiff-waff. Like a veritable Yogi Swami type individual. So, this first sketch is familiar territory for me. Right, as they say, roll VT. There we go.
What's up, party people, and welcome to Yoga with Adrian. I'm Adrian, and this is Benji. Stupid docile creature. Just kidding. So today we have an awesome practice where we'll be focusing on yoga to kid yourselves that you're keeping fit during quarantine, when really you're going to just be lying down and sleeping in a strange position. So, hop into something comfy and let's get started. Alrighty, my friends, today we're going to start on our hands and knees because it makes me feel saucy. First of all, I want you to breathe into yourself and take a moment to be grateful for activewear and how it makes your thighs look great. Next, I want you to lie on your back and lift one leg over your head so you can kiss your ass goodbye, because this lockdown shit really is the end to all humanity. Oh God, I'm stuck. Nobody knows I'm filming. I really wish I did a live stream and I hadn't dumped my boyfriend. Oh God, oh no!
Of all the stars and moons and planets that shine in the sky, by far the most troublesome is surely this one. This small cloud-covered planet is our Earth, the home of the human race. From a distance, it looks harmless enough. Just a coat of mist and clouds, hiding the land and the sea.
One quiet morning, Pooh woke up with a start. "My honey!" he exclaimed. Pooh remembered that his honey store was running low. He got up and went to check. Pooh counted the pots of honey. 1, 2, and another one for luck. Counting was hard work and did stir the appetite rather. Pooh felt ready for a long sleep. "And to think Piglet says I have an eating disorder," laughed Pooh to himself. "I don't have any problem eating at all." "Whatever it is that I have in my head," thought Pooh, "it is now much too tight." Worse, he had no honey, and the Ashdown Honey Emporium was closed indefinitely. "How can they say it's not an essential service?" he lamented.
"Gosh, Pooh, what are you going to do? I don't have any honey myself, but I have some maple syrup. I've got granulated sugar if you're desperate, and I suppose you are desperate because you're an addict, aren't you?"
Pooh sighed and put Piglet on mute. When Piglet was anxious, which was all the time these days, he talked so fast it made Pooh's head spin. "It's all right, Piglet," said Pooh. "Just ask Tigger to come round, would you?" A few minutes later there was a knock at the window. It was Tigger. "Hello, Pooh," said Tigger.
"Piglet said something about something!"
Tigger was clearly having difficulty focusing. "Tigger, I've run out of—" Pooh began. But Tigger wasn't listening. His ADHD had got so much worse since he discovered social media. Then Tigger saw something new and interesting and was gone. "Eeyore will know what to do," Pooh thought to himself. "How's your... Pooh stopped, as he remembered he wasn't supposed to ask Eeyore about his depression. "I suppose you've run out of honey," said Eeyore. "I told you you would. And do you remember what else I told you?"
"Was it go away?"
said Pooh. "No, before that. I told you that Christopher Robin had lots of honey, and he's now vegan. Does that ring a bell?" But Pooh had heard the words, "Lots of honey," and was hurrying away. "Ungrateful bastard," said Eeyore. "Sorry, Pooh, can't chat," said Christopher Robin, his paranoia clearly worse than it ever had been. "Can't let the invisible radiation in, gives you know what." "Oh, yes," said Pooh, not really knowing what he was talking about. Pooh was very happy to have some honey again. 1, 2, and another one for luck," he said. Counting did rather stir the appetite. He reached for the nearest pot. "And silly Piglet says I have an eating disorder."
Right, I've got
got to say this. I am sick and tired of this. Anytime I want to sit around and just do nothing, then next door are filming again. Look at this. It's ridiculous. You see what I mean? There's no rest. I've had look at her. See what I mean? I'm sick and tired of it. I am so tired. It's just like there's no stop. I just want to rest now, and I just think like I've filmed enough. Do you know what I mean? And they're always one step ahead. Film. Do more. Fed up with it. Ugh.
Are you filming?
Yeah.
Right. Well, this is too much.
What?
I want evidence to show the others.
What do you mean?
She gets all the best stuff.
What?
Look, we can't keep up with the mic.
Oh,
I've got
God.
nothing like that in my wardrobe.
Oh,
That will go viral.
yeah, you're right.
We've got our up our game, Mike.
Yeah. Okay, don't worry, babe. I'll think of something.
Yeah, but it better be funny.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Again.
Right, so they're doing La La Land. I don't think they get the irony.
Right, I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. Look, just take a look at this, will you? Honest to God, it's ridiculous. Oh my God, she saw me. It's laughable, she can't even play the drums.
Okay, we'll go again. So it's turn, run to the tree, then a backflip, forward roll, reveal, and then we're into the fight sequence.
Okay, right, so that's run to the tree,
Yeah.
backflip,
Yeah.
turn,
Yeah.
cat flap.
No, hang on, wait, I've got a call coming through, hang on. Oh, hi, Sophie, can I call you back? Lucy and I are just...
Yeah, I know what you're doing, and you know that I know.
Oh, really? Oh. Hi.
Hi. Yeah, I'm not going to keep you, Mike. I just wanted to let you know that I'm not filming anymore.
Oh, it's a shame. Yes, we won. We can stop filming. We won.
And the reason I'm not filming is because I'm going to spend my time sewing PPE for the local hospice.
Oh.
Bye.
Oh, lovely. Look at that. Ah, beautiful. Just cycled out there onto the Ashdown Forest to watch the sunset. Lovely. Look at that green and pleasant land. Ah, wouldn't know it was riddled with viruses, would you? Enjoyed that last sketch. Hope you did. I've always got on very well with my neighbours. Fellow at number 11 kicked off a bit, so I had him evicted. But I miss old Sajid sometimes. Yes, I do. Actually, no, I don't. He's a right honourable twat. Right. So here we are. Now, just remember, we're live. Contrary to public opinion, I am actually live. I've been reading your comments on Facebook, and we've got the answers to the first question, which was, what excuse would I give for not being at the Cobra meeting? So here we go. Right. So Zariah from the Frow said, sleeping with my mistress. Very good, Zariah. I thought that was my job, but like your style. Tina in Blackheath said, traffic in Blackheath. Well, you would know, Tina, yes. Susanna in West Hoveley said, Brexit gave me detention. Good. Yeah, like it. Also, Joy from Ashurst said, just say I was completely drunk and I don't like you. Very straightforward. Ben from East Grinstead said, just say I went to the wrong cabinet room. What a silly duffer. Yes, very much my style. And Snowfish from the Lower Field said, just say the dog ate my parliament. Now, it doesn't make sense, but I'm sure that Sophia Ramsden and Wes Worthing would have liked it. Nice one. Okay, question now from Laura Kernsberg, BBC. She wants to say, Boris, just why you're so brilliant at everything. Well, Laura, thank you for that. And the answer is yes, I have been working brilliantly for some weeks now, trying to hit my target of fitting in a few more hours of skiving every day during a national emergency. So there you go. Right, another quiz question for you, folks. Who can I blame for my ham-fisted handling of the coronavirus crisis? A, ordinary people, B, NHS workers, C, foreigners, or D, the EU? Right, so I'll read out some of your suggestions there. who can I blame for my handling of the coronavirus crisis, please? And also, maybe you might want to tell me how many children do I have and what their names are, because I don't actually know the answer to that question. Or maybe you could tell me what the collective noun for a bunch of Johnson children is on the Facebook doodah thingy. Right, here we go. Right, next sketch has no people of any substance in it. A bit like my cabinet. Right, hit the button there, boy. Off you go.
In these difficult times, we know that the last thing you want is to be reminded of these difficult times. That's why we at the Frow Show have made a solemn pledge to never mention these difficult times, or to use the phrase "in these difficult times" again, or use similar phrases such as "in these crazy times" or "in these uncertain times," because we know that hearing phrases like "in these uncertain times" over and over again can cause anxiety, stress, depression, and alcoholism. The Frow Show, guaranteed to never mention you know what since a few seconds ago.
It's not just old men who can raise money for the NHS. Little old ladies can too, you know. I've knitted this mask for my son who works as a nurse. And I've knitted this toilet to keep us safe and free from infection. And although I've paid my taxes all my life to fund the NHS, so really, where the f*** has it all gone then? Anyway, here we all are then. Oh, well, that's another one finished. Knitted ventilator. Ready for some poor bastard.
Good evening, I'm a badge that says care.
And I'm the government who doesn't.
And you're watching Frox News. More Corona coaster madness this Thursday evening as local villager Stevie Spitfire got hit over the head with his own saucepan while standing out the front of his house, shouting, "Don't close them down, save the beds, save the sofas, save the DFS."
And Brenda Blowhard, a high-risk 80-year-old, clapped very enthusiastically before asking who was carrying the Olympic torch through the village.
So, a lot of people out there are concerned about the welfare of their own pets. During lockdown, we decided to put this question to local animal welfare expert Delilah Wetwa. She joins us now from her home in rural Sussex.
Yes, hello, good evening.
A Wetwa? A Wetwa.
That's right, it's Delilah Wetwa.
Wetwa.
Delilah,
Wetwa.
is it true that animals are feeling the psychological effects of lockdown?
Yes, oh, absolutely. Some dogs in particular can become ever so depressed due to the locked-in effect, even when they're being walked. Cats can really display some signs of anxiety, really just mirroring their owner's anxiety.
Oh, Delilah, it looks like you've got a little friend there. Oh my God.
Goodness me.
Don't mind us.
Oh, he looks like a bag of fun.
Oh no. Oh my God.
Oh dear.
Down, Basil! Sorry, as I was saying, owners really do need to be very, very careful with their pets and take some good responsibility. Get down, Basil! Sorry.
Well, I suppose, seeing as you're joining us, Basil, we might as well ask you anything you're looking forward to once lockdown is lifted.
Sniffing bums.
I couldn't agree with you more, Basil.
Yeah, sniffing bums.
And then I went to bed And then I got up.
Mom?
And then I went to the bath. And then I went to bed. And then
Mom? Mummy?
And then I went to bed. And then I got up.
Mom?
And then I went to bed. And then I got up.
Mom?
Poo.
Mom?
And then I went to bed. And then I got up. And then I went to the bath. And then I went to bed. And then I got up.
Mom? Mom?
Poo. And then I went to bed.
Mummy?
And then I got up.
Mummy?
And
Mom?
then I went to bed. And then I got up.
Mom?
Shop! No. Came down the local for a quick quaff. Where the bloody hell is everyone? You'd think there was some sort of global pandemic or something. Right. Now then, answers on who to blame for the global pandemic. Steve from London says blame Canada. Like it. Sarah from Freshfield Bank says blame Jeremy Corbyn. Of course, why wouldn't I? And Nigel from Plawhatch said blame it on the boogie. Very good. Now then, let's have a look here for a collective noun of Johnson children. Serena Roxy Gilbert said a caddywumps. A caddywumpus of Johnson's. I like that, a caddywumpus. Lily Kendrick in Frow said a Don of Johnson's. Yes, very Miami Vice. Like a nice one, Lily. Nicola Ramsden in Malaga said Prime Mini Stairs. Prime Mini Stairs. You see what she did there? Very clever. Right. Now, I've written a list of all the things that I've done whilst I've been Prime Minister. Right, here we go. I've been very busy. Made London buses with Nanny. Good. Or won a general election. Pittle. Taken the UK out of the EU. Oh, that's what the voters think. Anyway, got a dog. Really like that dog. Got divorced. Got engaged. Got a preggers. Never liked condoms, actually. A bit like wearing school gabardine while doing gymnasium. Bunked off to the Caribbean. Bunked off again at the start of the global pandemic. Oops. Nearly died of corona when I said it wasn't serious. Oops. And had a child. Right, in no particular order. No wonder I'm feeling pretty spazzed out. Been very, very busy. What's the most exhausting thing that you've done during lockdown? That's the next question. The most exhausting thing that you've done during lockdown. Answers on the Facebook doodah thingy. Right, now, I have to tell you this. I travelled to the north once. It was exhausting. The dark, satanic mills, the howl of coal mines and all their poor canaries and rioting Arthur Scargills and whippets and flat caps eating mushy pea sandwiches. I'll never go near High Barnet again. Right. Well, the next sketch is set up there or thereabouts.
All in all, that coronavirus of 2020 wasn't so bad, was it? I mean, we slept in, we ate some nice food, and we binge-watched Netflix instead of going to work.
Had loads more sex.
Did we? Oh, aye. Drunk lots of nice wine.
You know, during lockdown, I dug out a couple of right tasty wines from my cellar. Though times were hard, a little luxury didn't go amiss.
During the great coronavirus lockdown of 2020, I found an old bottle of Chateau Grand Puy Lacoste in my pantry. Worth 850 quid it were. I necked the lot, because the wife was teetotal. Ooh, it were luxury.
Call that luxury? During great lockdown, I found a cache of Perigord winter black truffles hidden in children's sandpit. I cooked them with Mediterranean rouge in a saffron broth with deer marinated in sake, all from leftovers I found in freezer. I kid thee not, now that were luxury.
Luxury? You were slumming it, mate. During the great coronavirus outbreak of 2020, I ate like a king and I were dressed in finery. I wore King Henry VIII's pearl and sapphire encrusted pantaloons, made from old curtains found in the loft. Aye.
You poor sod. We were entertained every day by Sir Elton John, who would drag his baby grand piano all the way to our house from Windsor and sing Song for Guy outside our window, at a distance of 2.5 metres, mind, in case he were a super spreader. We paid him in bones from the grouse we were scoffing while we ignored his toneless ditties.
You call that opulent? During the great coronavirus lockdown of 2020, I found the lost gold mines of King Solomon in Corscuttle next to fridge.
Did ya?
No.
Ah, well, say what you like. Happen things were better under great lockdown. Not like now.
Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be a friend.
Hello?
Hello? Sir David? I'm Gaz. I'm your producer for today.
Oh, yes. Hello, Gaz.
See, the thing is, Sir David, everyone loves you and everything, so we just need some juicy Sir David content to meet the demand.
You are aware, Gaz, that I can't fly anywhere. I'm vulnerable, you see.
Well, just do what you can. All right, we're live, and action, Sir David.
Here on the seemingly never-ending plains of Surrey, the grasses which abound are home to a surprising cornucopia of wildlife. Oh, my knees. Ants, spiders, and other creepy crawlies, I should imagine. Oh, and worms in the earth below, wiggling around everywhere for some reason. It may surprise you to learn that this rose, or to give it its full Latin name, Rosa, is part of the flower family and grows freely in this part of the world, if you've planted one, or your wife has. Popular with florists, quite prickly though. Oh dear. There is one reason above all, however, why so much wildlife flocks to this region. Water. The elixir of life, essential for so many creatures. Well, all in fact, I'm pretty sure. In the dry season, summer, animals from all around this vast expanse of garden drink gratefully from this small, rubber-lined lake. Pigeons, foxes, probably. I saw the dog drink out of it once, and she was violently sick.
Cut. Thanks, Sir David. I think we've got all we need.
I actually thought it went rather well, didn't you, Gaz?
Go back inside, Sir David. And best wash your hands. All right.
Hello, Jelly Fury here, G-E-L-L-Y, short for gelatinous, retired teacher. Now, I want to talk to you about etiquette and good manners, or in this case, the lack of them. I have lived in this quiet village with the expansive surrounding woodland for 20 years, and on my daily dog walks, I never see another soul. Until recently, that is, with all this stuff going on. People from outside the village, you know the types, are descending upon us and ruining the scenery, quite frankly. Family groups walking around as if they're on a day trip to Thorpe Park. I'm half expecting them to be carrying candy floss and bloody balloons. Now, what is the etiquette when out in public in groups? To walk in single file. The basic rules. Have you forgotten them? It's not hard, is it? Especially when passing others on a pathway, and especially in the current climate. Why is it always me that ends up in the bloody bushes? Where are your manners? Now, I understand that these people are trying to find things to do and places to go, but I'm very much looking forward to a time when their local McDonald's hangout reopens and we won't have to see them around here again.
All the postman's deliveries and sneeze with a new sense of freedom. Vicar and me share a condom. Kiss the community warden. Squadaddle of Donald Trump's bottom and squeeze fruit and vegetables. Ka 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 ka.
Ho, 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 ho. That was a snappy tune. Absolutely. I love a good riot. Take me back to those glorious days of the poll tax, I say. Then I could really go the full Maggie. Yes. Well, I've been wandering around this bloody village for hours now. Still can't find a single living soul. I thought they'd all be out to hug me, but I thought there was supposed to be a Tory stronghold. Smells of hippies, if you ask me. Right. Now, answers to the question about how many kiddywinkles I have. The answer's 3.5. Don't know how that works out. Their names are Aubergine, Peccadillo, Algernon, Jezza, Gimlet, Obadiah, and nanny. Don't ask. Right, and answers to the people who have done the most exhausting things during coronavirus. Lindell McCarvey said choosing a new pair of pajamas every day when he woke up, like your style, Lindell. And Claire Ramsden said that she did 1,000-piece jigsaw. Very taxing. Oh, taxes, lovely. Right, now, Lucy Platt says she misses Brexit. In which case, Lucy, my clever ploy has worked. Right, good, let's move on. Now, also watching the government coronavirus press conference. That's quite exhausting, and rolling my eyes whilst watching the neighbours breaking social distancing rules. Okay, finally, got a question here from Robert Peston from ITV. Robert asks, will you be looking for a new girlfriend now that Carrie has her hands full with a baby? My answer is this. I will be getting on to that just as soon as we've got the wedding out of the way. Thank you, Robert. Okay, and thank you indeed, everyone, for tuning in tonight and for all your suggestions. So that's all for now, or until at least the next existential crisis to befall our green and pleasant land. My money is on an asteroid, the way my luck's been going. But there you go. It is a free show, so good on you, everyone, for those scum-soaking hippies out there that like everything paid for by other people. But if you want to donate, there's a link there that you can use. We'll put the link on the end. Would love some more money that will go directly to Save the Baby Boris. Good. And anyway, thank you for tuning in. Good night. Good night. Now, where's that bloody kebab van?